this next question comes to us from Marianne. And Marianne's question says, my husband was diagnosed with silicosis a month ago, and we are struggling. And I'd like to know if there are any legal avenues for us, since we were told it most likely came from his work. You know, he was exposed at work. So, you know, what should you do if you're working hard on the job and then here comes an illness? How would you handle that, Rocky?
Well, I tell you what, go ahead, Rocky.
I'm going to defer to Patrick on that. He has dedicated his life to representing workers that have been injured by asbestos and silicosis, and he and Tim are some of the biggest experts in not only the state, but probably the Southeast or the nation. Patrick, why don't you take that, and if I can add something, I will.
Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate that. You know, a lot of people hear the word asbestos or asbestosis all the time, but they don't hear the word silica or silicosis that much. But these are both dust-borne illnesses. And silicosis, it can be as bad or worse than asbestosis. It's generally gotten, silica actually refers to sand, so it's generally gotten from sandblasting, but can be gotten from a number of different ways, and is commonly received in the workplace going into the lungs. The most important thing I want you to know, Marianne, about silicosis is oftentimes that the injury was not in fact caused by the employer. It was caused by some faulty device that the employer bought that he thought was protecting the worker, like your husband. And so oftentimes the defendant is not the employer. This is not a workers' comp issue. And it's more related to the things that your husband used that he thought was protecting himself. So I would say absolutely there's a claim there. Absolutely there are defendants there that knew that these products weren't protecting workers in the workplace, and that they need to call us immediately so we can start action immediately to look at what it was that your husband was doing that could have caused this particular injury.
Let me just add that it's very important, Marianne. Patrick and Tim have tried many asbestos and silica cases. And when you're looking at a lawyer, whether it's an asbestos case, car wreck, or slip and fall, you want to go with someone who has actually been to trial. I've tried many car wreck cases, many trucking cases, and you don't want to go to trial with someone that doesn't have the experience in that particular type of case. And it's something when you're choosing an attorney, you really need to look at, okay, what's your trial record and how many times you've been to trial in my type of case? Because I promise you the other side, they're going to be experienced, and you don't want to go up against them if you don't have a good lawyer.